guys kind of utilize these 2 days between games?
Yesterday, we had an off day. Today we got back in here and, did shoot around, walkthrough, and a little bit of practicing as well. So, we slowed it down a little bit to get our legs and our energy back up. So I think that was necessary.
I guess what are the biggest differences between preparing for a game 4 and preparing for a game 1? You said this a couple of times already. You know each other's tendencies. What are the differences preparing for game 4?
And nothing's changed. We just keeping the same mentality, same attitude, same schedule. Everything is pretty much the same. I think you prepare the same way that you prepare for anything. It's a very important game, as each and every game of this series is. So I don't see much of a difference, but we're just locked in.
I guess to that point, I remember asking you before the series, hey, what is Nick Nurse kind of like now in a playoff situation? As you go through the series now, just how would you sort of describe what the coaching staff has been like as far as adjustments and sort of the zeroing in that happens during it?
Yeah, we make adjustments on the fly each and every day. Practice games, we all talk, and Coach is a basketball genius, so, I don't know what goes on in his head, but I see myself on film doing the things that he's telling us to do, so it's normal, man. Obviously, it's amped up because it's the playoffs, and each and every game is very important. So, he's just locked in, as we all are, and he's giving us that energy and that motivation to go out there and do what he says.
You talked about being something with the playoffs, and the first 2 games they were physical with y'all. Last game, y'all kind of got back at them. Are you expecting them to come out and try to oppose their will in that way early on in tomorrow's game?
Absolutely. They've been physical every game. We were just physical as well last game too, so now we're too physical. But at the end of the day, both teams are clashing. Both teams are trying to grit it out, play physical, play strong, play tough. They got the better of us in New York, right? So it's only right that we come home and we do the same thing that they did to us, and just compete. I just think that all the back and forth is nonsense. It's just people trying to grab storylines. But at the end of the day, we're 2 teams who play physical, play hard. We grit it out. So expect nothing less at 1 p.m. tomorrow.
What do you feel like has led to the rebounding shift? Because they out-rebounded you by a lot game 1. You guys closed the gap game 2, and then last game you had the edge. So what have you guys teamed up on?
Can't tell you that.
Okay.
But tomorrow, we know that they're going to be crashing. They're going to be doing everything that Coach Tibbs has been doing. Josh is wired on life. And, so at the end of the day, we got to just pretty much keep him off the glass because he's one of their best rebounders as a guard. And obviously Isaiah and, their other bigs, they crash really well. So it's just about hitting, being physical, doing the same thing we've been doing.
Kelly, you've been a big part of slowing down Jalen Brunson. Obviously, he had a big game last game. Do you think that's more just he's a good player, he's going to find his way, or did you see stuff on the film that maybe you could do better?
I'm not going to say nothing too crazy, but, he has the ball in his hands for 20 seconds out of a 24-shot clock. He passes the ball, gets it right back. He puts up probably the most shots on his team. That's, he should. But at the end of the day, he's being used a lot. And he's been used to go play 48 minutes and have 40 points. He has to. But at the end of the day, it's my job to just stay in front of him, stay disciplined, not go for his fakes. He has amazing footwork and just, watch his feet, not the ball. So he's very crafty, but at the end of the day, he shoots the ball every time. So, we just got to continue to chase, put my body on the line as everybody else is to stop him, and I'm going to keep doing what I got to do every day.
You've gotten to know these fans all year now, but what does it feel like to be in the playoff game in that building?
It's amazing, man. We need our fans, man. Our fans kind of give us that life, they give us that energy. They keep us going. I just need them to be a little more rowdy because I couldn't even hear myself thinking MSG. And, there were some times last night that I heard myself thinking. I was like, no, this is not good. I shouldn't be thinking. But, yeah, we just need them loud and proud, man, repping Philly, and, we're gonna do our part.
You're talking about the back and forth between the teams. Mm-hmm. What do you think that their guys playing that will be playing on this
I've seen that happen before, though, and I was on the other end of it. So at the end of the day, I don't think it's dirty, man. Joe has to protect himself, like you said. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna comment on what they're commenting on because at the end of the day, they're gonna hit, and then we hit back, and then they cry, and then vice versa, whatever the case may be. It's let's just hoop, just go out there and play hard. Nobody finna fight. This ain't WWE. So at the end of the day, stand on the stuff that y'all say. So we'll see tomorrow how they react.
It came out late after the game the other night just that Joe's also dealing with the Bell's palsy in his face. Just as a teammate, watching him fight through, coming back from the knee surgery, having that on him now as well. Just like, what has that been like for you as a teammate?
I mean, it's inspirational, but at the end of the day, man, I've been fighting through life too. I've been fighting through things, you know, and as we all are, man. This is April, May, June. It's that time of the year where our bodies are, you know, only the strong survive, and he's strong enough to survive. So I commend him for that, but at the end of the day, we all got stuff going on, and we got to fight through it, man, for the bigger goal. Love.